Hello comrades, Commissar Bro here today with the last days of Old Earth. By the time this video is out, this bad boy will be in early access on Steam. Now you're probably wondering, what is Last Days of Old Earth? Well, it's an interesting game to say the least. I'm going to try to explain it as best I can, and forgive me if I'm off with a few facts, but essentially it's a 4X turn-based card game strategy sort of thing? Yeah? Again, it's kind of hard to explain, and I'm sure you'll start to understand it once I actually start playing it. So yeah, let's just jump right in, and I'll show you the game, and we'll kind of make our opinions from there. So yeah, we're going to play on a medium-sized map with normal resources. We're going to play on a small map with normal resources and all that. And you can choose right now in the early access. You'll be able to choose from 6 different decks that all focus on different aspects: mixed infantry artillery and mixed infantry artillery for the automata. The Skywatchers are basically what's left of humanity, and the automata are a mysterious robot race that we don't really know much about. So yeah, we're gonna pick mixed on Skywatches, and we're gonna get started and see how we do. Alright, so when you first get into a game, you have to buy initiative dice. Essentially, this is a screen that will pop up every single time you end the turn. And essentially what you're doing is you're rolling for initiative to see who goes first on each turn. We're just going to keep ours at 3, and it rolled. The computer bought an extra dice, but it didn't help them. They still did not roll good enough. So we got 3, they got 1. So we're going to go first. In total, we got 12, they got 8. Alright, so this is our town, Clan Home. Yeah, that's right. As you can see, we have a map to explore here. It's not a very big map because I specifically chose small. Yeah, it's pretty small, which is good. We're going to take our scout here, and we're going to move him over here. Each unit... Oh, repair the crawler. Yeah, of course. Let's definitely repair it. Give us another vehicle to use. So each movement costs action points, which we can see up here. To call in units costs action points. It shows how much it costs right there. In this case, it'll be 2 to call out a Spear Sister Trackers, 5 to call out a Steel Tusk, and 3 to call out a recommissioned crawler. Right next to action points, we see materials, we see population, and we see energy. These are the 3 resources of the game. You start out with a base of +1 on each one, and as you find more resources and build collectors on them, you will increase how much materials you're getting. Also, any leftover action points will play into your resource surplus. For example, if I literally don't do anything this turn, and just click End Turn Round, all of it got thrown into this and gave me a +1. So now I have +1 resource that I can use to spend on any one of these. And in this case, I used it on materials. That's right. Simple stuff, right? Oh, wow, that AI really wanted to go first. Alright, so the AI went first. What we're going to do after the AI finishes his turn, the slow little blackguard, alright, there he goes, we're going to create an army. So, create an army is pretty simple. You take a hero. Well, actually, we'll click Create Army first, and we'll call it the Losel Clade. Sure, why not? And then we'll click on it, and you need to have a hero. So, let's see, who are we going to take? Well, this guy's got 6 command, but this guy's got 7 command. They both move at the same speed, and this hero is actually cheaper. So, we're going to go with her. Now, every hero has different special abilities that you can see on their card. It'll show you. So Hunter 2 and Cautious. And if we look, Hunter 2 adds +2 dice to kill attempts initiated after a battle victory. Simple stuff. Alright, so she is going to be the new commander of our army. And we're going to throw a bunch of units. Oh, we're already out of action points. So we're going to end our turn first. Get more action points. Click back on there. There we go. Wait, oh, whoops, wrong one. There we go. Alright, yeah, just throwing a bunch of units. So there we go. Now we actually have a fully functioning starter army. That's right. So let's, when that turn ends, we'll actually pick them out and use them. Chop chop AI. Okay, there we go. Alright, so they went first again. Typical. Typical. Alright. So, we'll take the Losel Clade. We'll deploy them. And we're going to move them. Yeah, seems like a good spot. Just move them over there. And we're going to continue exploring with these guys. We're also going to move out our long-range squadron here, who's basically a scout squadron. You always start with one. And we're going to use our remaining action points to draw some cards to give us more units. I'm sure it pretty much makes sense what I'm doing at this point. If it doesn't, to explain simply, you don't actually build units off of a build menu, and you don't have an unlimited supply of units. You have a very, very limited supply of units that you can build, and they all cost resources, and you only get a maximum of 40 cards in a deck. Now, currently, in the early access version of the game, you don't actually, you can't build your own decks, which is a shame. But that is a planned feature for the game, is to add in actual deck building. Yeah. Some other stuff they're going to be adding in is going to be adding in aircraft. As you can see here, there's a little plane icon there. Yeah, they haven't quite got the kinks on those, I guess. I'm not really sure what the status is on that. But supposedly they're adding that in, which will be cool to see. And we're going to move over here because there's some resources to build over here. And they're also going to add in a full-on single-player campaign and a bunch of other stuff. Did I say stealth? I don't remember if I said stealth. Yeah, they're supposed to add in stealth, so I don't really know how that's going to work, but that'll be interesting. Ah, look, there's an enemy collector. So what I'll do, and look, we just had an event happen. We're going to claim those resources. Get us 2 resources, sweet. Alright, well basically what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy here. We're going to move over to that. Actually, you know what? I wonder if we can build an outpost on top of this mountain. That would be super, super cool if I could do that. Of course, we got to wait for these slow mechas. Alright. Completed. Alright. Still waiting for them to end their turns. If they're just getting these back-to-back turns now. Well, you know what? We might as well friggin' attack him now. He's teasing us. He's teasing us. Just asking for it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and attack this guy, and I'll show you guys the combat system of the game. Alright, so as you can see, there's only 1 unit over here. I've got 4. It doesn't show you what the units are until you get into the fight. And you need to set your guys up for victory, so I'm going to set this infantry support tank right behind our infantry here. I'm going to move everybody over. Just 1. Have a nice little middle thing we got going on there. Look all legit. And we won the initiative dice for the round. So we get to go first. Who are we going to use first? Yeah, I think we'll buff up our infantry here. +2 attack, so now he's got a much better attack. He's going to be attacked by this dude. It's alright. It's alright. We're going to use our tank. So, when you attack, you roll dice. A maximum of 4 attack means I have 4 attack dice. You either have a hit or you have a miss. Pretty simple stuff. But you can use Fate, which is a limited resource that each general has, and it's shown up here, to increase the amount of damage you deal. In this case, we're going to deal 3, I guess, not 4. Alright. Now we're going to take our infantryman, our spear-assisted tracker, so infantry woman, not bad, and do 2 damage. Yeah. Boom. Look at that. Suppress, -2 attack. And then we're going to finish him off with this guy. So here we go. Ooh, 5 attack. Brutal. Wait, 4. Still, 4 damage. So that's how combat works. Combat is pretty simple. And that normally the fights are a lot more intense. That was definitely an easy one because we kind of caught them off guard as far as it goes. We're going to end this turn again. And I'm going to move this guy right here back up to that mountain. I'm going to build an outpost on the mountain. What happens when you're outside of your supply range, which is something I haven't explained yet. See your supply range there? Yeah, look at that. What happens when you're outside of the supply range is your units take massive penalties for being outside of the supply range. So you always need to make sure to build outposts. So right now we're building that outpost, and on the next turn, let's just go ahead and end it. Alright, good. We got to go first. Boom. You see that? So now we've expanded all this area under our influence so we can effectively move around it without taking any major penalties for it. And also, we need to heal her because they got damaged. Alright. We're going to throw on an extra... Oh, wait. Or we could add these guys on. Infantry Support 3. Yeah, we'll add them on. Put them in the back. And we'll throw on some North Walk. You know what? Let's just fill this bad boy up. Alright, so in the turn. Oh, look, there's a little nasty automata army coming up over there. Uh-oh, and they got initiative. They got an outpost. It's alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to deploy this army, and we're going to come after that outpost. We're going to take it down with our massive army. That's right, engage. Alright, so we're going to take these skirmishers, put them behind our infantry. We're going to put that... Actually, you know what? We're going to leave him there. We're going to put her there. Alright, good. Looks good. It's solid. Real solid. Sweet. And we won the initiative roll, so we get to go first. So what we're going to do is boost infantry support. Yeah, that's right. One attack, one shield. You'll start seeing as well that units get defense values and stuff like that, and if you carry around like shield guys, you'll get more defenses. So it's a really beneficial thing to have. It will literally stop you from taking a lot of damage. Like we just freaking murked this guy. Poor little robot dog. You didn't stand a chance. 0 damage. Wow. Trust me, I'm not playing on easy or anything. I'm just this lucky right now. And watch, we're gonna finish that guy out. Just one hit, one kill. Boom! Dead as mess. Ah, funny. Alright, we're just gonna finish off the dogs. Sweet, rolled for a 5 attack. So yeah, this is basically the game. It's pretty simple. I very much like it. And we captured the enemy hero too. Yeah. Nice. The gameplay is actually really addicting, and it's very fast-paced. That's actually probably one of the biggest things I like about this game, is although it's, you know, kind of like a grand strategy game, it's very fast-paced. You don't get bored. You don't feel like you're wasting time, I guess is the way of putting it. I don't know. I mean, it's good. It's solid. It's very well polished. And that's something that a lot of games lately struggle with, is being, you know, polished and actually being worth money, stuff like that. This game does that well, which is something I very much like about it. Especially, you know, it's the whole early access thing too. It's not even fully complete, and this nice little auto resolve button. Oh yes, just make it easy for me. Boom, sweet. Just took an outpost. See, look, I'm literally on a small map. I'm basically about to complete a whole level within the time frame of this video without having to cut or edit anything out. Yeah. So you don't worry about stuff like diplomacy and whatnot. It's not so much like Civilization as much as it's like Armello, if you guys are familiar with that game. You know, how that one's more focused on kind of like a board game aspect. That's kind of like what this is. It seems very, very heavily influenced by board game type games. Are we actually going to win this? You think we're going to win this? Auto resolve. Wow, we already won. So we basically just won the game on a small map. Now keep in mind the medium map is about 3 times the size of this, and I don't even know how large a large map is. So yeah. Look at that, boom. That was great. Huh, I really enjoyed that. So you've also got multiplayer, you've also got tutorial, and you've also got a very beautiful game. Aesthetically, I love this game. It makes me think a lot of Endless Legend, or again, Armello. It makes me think a lot of the artistic style they were going for in those games. And this is a lot of fun. I highly suggest this. And I mean, I've played about 5 games so far, and I find it to be a whole lot of fun. So, yeah. And I don't feel like I'm getting cheated. That's something else as well. I don't like, normally when you play these types of games, you feel like the AI is cheating to some degree. But this game, it feels like the AI is not cheating, which is great. So, yeah. But anyway, I mean, I could talk about this all day. All I can say is I definitely recommend this one. I hope you all can take a look at it. And this has been CB, and I'll see you next time.